check. Ready? Ready? 50 seconds. Go, Cat, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Newton on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against it. Question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Taken in at the 11. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
20.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there.
Bro,
Getting the sense, Charles,
you're
they're going to
doing
put big
nothing but the
emphasis
same
this afternoon on the
play.
run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far,
I'm literally reading
and
it.
here's the best part.
It's the same
Always talk about
play.
the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's the same play.
Good-looking drive so
He's
far for
giving
the
it to
Panthers and a
McCarthy
first down
because we're
here.
not fucking guarding him. We don't give a fuck about
After
him.
1, it's 9-0.
This nigga is not good with the Panthers. He's just doing the same routes.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
I'm finna start
Christian
hacking.
McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
All he's doing is the same play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I'm not getting that shit.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Being chased out left. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36
Once you start
yards on the
spacing,
play. So how
it
about
gives me
this
a
for
better
field position
advantage.
after the big play?
See, you
Inside
don't know how
the
to play.
15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
You don't
This is
do
going to be
that.
caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's been my
They don't do
observation. It's
that
been a
in
nice
real
variety of
life.
play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an
This
offense's
is
ability
good.
to keep a defense
Look
on
at him.
balance with what they're doing. I think the
This nigga is
converse
not
has been true in
good.
this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone up. And they're
He's
going to
not
get him.
good.
They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vernon Butler able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Oh, my God.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down
See, I'm
situation.
not scared to get tackled.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere.
Look at
They're going to
this.
go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown.
It's too easy.
Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like
He's
it.
not going to throw it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
He just don't know how to play with Cam Newton.
The Panthers out there and ready to
Can't
begin
win
their
the
next
shit even
drive.
be in the
And
game.
right now they're
He's
saying, hey,
injured.
let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And
Get the fuck off me,
races down the right
bitch.
side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive
all you're doing is a halfback screen.
Short-term memory.
That's why he's
Quarterback out there doing
garbage.
the things that he does best.
He just gave it to
Taking care of the
McCaffrey.
ball is paramount. Here's his
We're gonna knock
opportunity.
him out.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from.
Fucking
It just
garbage.
emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 3 yards on
He was
that last carry.
trash.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Newton. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts
He's not
as
good.
they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
He's in trouble.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete.
He's in
Even 9
trouble.
there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very
Yeah, sit
manageable
down.
2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by
Go
the
ahead and use all your
offense.
timeouts,
As they'll
bitch.
stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in
But
the
it's
first
not
half.
fucking helping.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30.
Garbage,
Only
garbage,
down at the
garbage.
31-yard line.
Not even good.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the
This
first
is
half.
terrible.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final
Get in
play, and
his
then it'll be
fucking
off the
quarterback's
locker room
head.
to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one. Go to the locker room.
So horrible.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
He just don't know how to play with Cam
The
Newton.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close,
Yeah,
close
come on,
game,
come
but
on
they're going
and
to need to
blitz.
do a little bit
Come on
better
and blitz.
probably here in half 2, no?
Come
I
on
would
and
agree with that
blitz.
totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From up near
This
the
nigga's
40 now
space too
after the big
much.
play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
It's
He's
all
going to
right.
have to eat this one as down he goes. Vernon Butler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player,
That's
disruptive
all.
in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack.
Come on, Madden.
Jackson off the edge. Mario Addison gets the sack.
Are you
Brandon, I think you
serious?
understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will
I do
set
that
up
on
shop
purpose.
in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I play better on
First
defense.
possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Is that
Sit
happening?
down.
I've heard stories about teams
You're
actually
not
doing
juking
that back in the
nobody.
old days.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I call that play a
This nigga don't know
success.
how
A
to play
nice
McCaffrey.
inside run sets up a very
That's
manageable
terrible.
2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up
He's scared to
35.
throw it. He's scared to throw it.
Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th
Yep,
down, we've
got
got a
him.
whistle here and a
He's charged.
timeout. It's just their first, so
Why the
2
fuck would you
remaining
call it
as they
timeout?
burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And they're going to try the screen.
Get
It's
out of here.
complete. Ron
Fucking
Rivera, the
loser.
gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens are going
This
to get
boy,
the football back.
yo,
Everyone
He don't know how
gears
to
up
play
for 3rd
3.
down,
I
talks
mean,
about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of
fuck,
truth
man,
play,
this
isn't it?
nigga is
Everything's dialed up a
terrible.
little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely,
This nigga play
because
worse
it can
than
flip
me.
either way depending on who converts on 4th
And I'm not
down.
even trying to play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away
boy
and
is
incomplete.
stupid.
He was looking for Mark Ingram
He
there.
really thought I was
That'll bring
gonna
up
fucking
2nd down.
run.
Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex.
No,
Pretty
bitch.
impressive.
Very impressive because I think a
Fuck
lot
wrong
of
with
people
you?
thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy,
no.
but McCaffrey
Oh, no.
deserves being first-team running
Oh,
back
no.
as well as first-team flex.
Look
He
at
had a
this.
tremendous,
He's doing the same
spectacular year.
And as
routes.
you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course,
It's
leading the
all
way
right.
for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
Same
and
fucking
rightly
route.
so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram.
Shit.
And for a second straight play,
This
just
is not
nowhere
like,
to
I
go
hate that, I
thanks to
hate
this
that shit.
Carolina
It's not like
defense.
college.
Call it a loss of 6
College,
on the
they call it
play.
quicker.
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh.
Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his second
That's
sack
all
of
he's
the
doing is
afternoon.
blitzing.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on
Look
roller
at this
skates this entire
trash.
game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks
You're not
given
going
up
to
in
get
this
it?
one.
Okay.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick
Yep.
that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a
Hey,
wall,
what
so
the
to
fuck?
speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the
Where's it
defenses
going?
right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These
Like I said,
offensive
he's
guys are
not good.
sneaking like
I
crazy.
can tell by
What's it going to
what he's
take
doing.
to get back on track?
He's just
Both
giving it to
sides searching
McCaffrey.
for adjustments.
McCaffrey. That's all he's doing.
So barely time to
He'll
catch our
knock his
breath.
ass
There's
out.
1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
20.
Here's McCaffrey.
Told you.
And I think
Look
this
at that.
defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The
That's
defense
horrible.
showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Newton.
What you
And this
doing?
one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he is
Just
not
do
going to get to the
field goal.
marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Got.
On 4th down, Newton.
Nope.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone.
I
Touchdown,
read the play.
Carolina. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a
I read
fallback.
the play, but I
When all else
misread
fails,
it.
not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's
I never
exactly
go
what
on
he
my
just did.
side.
Play here for a
I
touchdown.
misread the play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
It's game over
The
anyway.
kickoff team on the field
Like
now
I
as
said,
they
I'm
will
not even
send this
trying to
one
play.
away.
I'm just running the ball.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
I don't play like
And all
this.
that work, but he
I can
stopped
actually
where he
play.
ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and
just
that's the
don't want to.
25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
See, he's
And
gonna
down
keep
on the
going the same
scoreboard,
play.
certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has it.
And he can't
Thank
get
you.
rid of it. He's taken down. Stacey
I
McGee
already know
in there
what he's
with
doing.
pressure yet again. That
He's
is the
spacing
7th
out.
time that they have dropped him
See?
here this afternoon.
He
2nd
do it
and
every
14
time.
as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Jackson. And off his back
Shit.
foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out
I'm gonna
there,
throw a
but it'll be
bazooka.
3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Jackson throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. Now and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The time to pull out
I
the
told
stops
you,
is
I
now,
know what
and
I'm
they convert
doing.
there on 4th down.
I'm getting in his fucking head.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's
This
1st and
is too
10 just
easy.
outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A gain there of 21 yards.
See, I be trolling
Signs of
motherfuckers.
life in what's
I
been a
troll.
dormant offense in this second
I don't
half.
do this shit
Here's
for
1st
fun.
and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
See?
And Jackson
I don't do this
cannot
for
get
fun.
away, and he'll go down. Vernon Butler able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is
I
his
started
3rd
trolling
sack of
people.
the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
2nd and
EA
19, watch
Sports.
this.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite
39,
passing down, but he was able
39.
to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was
Lag,
excellent.
lag.
Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down,
There
they
we
take
go.
a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
Oh, come on.
So you
I
knew
didn't
one
even
way or
choose to
another
play
that they
it.
needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back.
This Madden shit is
How do you
ass.
accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or
What
since you
the
have all
fuck is
3
this?
timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing
Oh
field position
my
all
God.
3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Is he that stupid?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they
Yeah, there
can't
you
just
go.
kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few
There you
plays.
go,
You're
stupid.
exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He
They
being
picked up a little bit
stupid.
of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I hate that shit. They be telling every fucking play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to have the
And now
first
they
down.
fucking
And that is
lost.
going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Cause you gotta tell every fucking play.
Timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark.
And see, he's doing the same play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then